If we're gonna get this deal done right now, I need 2 Amazon gift cards. Eric here with Guys Talking Cars. Today we're gonna review the 2022 Jeep Gladiator. This is the Willys Edition. Why did we buy brand new? Did we pay MSRP? Why would we buy a mid-size, essentially a truck? Roll that intro and let's get into it. Before I jump into this review, I wanted to cover why we purchased a new vehicle. We sold my wife's Mini Cooper S and we didn't backfill it with any vehicle. We just didn't feel at the time we really needed to, and we got by on, the 2 cars. We needed to find a car for her to drive locally, and then we needed something to tow behind the RV.
And here, under the hood, we've stored something that'll really come in handy if it doesn't fall out and break my leg.
Originally, our thought was that the Polaris would serve all our needs. You can't drive the UTV in all situations, and we found ourselves in a pinch up in Montana. In order to get out of this campground, you had to get on the freeway or the highway, whatever they call it there, but they're just not allowed. So this is serving 2 purposes, and that list, those of you that RV know, is very, very short vehicles that can be flat towed, and then you can disengage the transmission. And Jeep happens to have quite a few that can be flat towed. So on our search, we narrowed it down to 2 dealerships, one close by and one about 20 minutes away. We called 5 dealerships, and all of them were MSRP plus, their add-ons or whatever it was. We just felt that this one in Salt Lake was, the guy was just a straight shooter. This Jeep that was sitting inside the showroom as we were talking with the sales guy, and my wife was engaged with him, and she's a bulldog with the sales guys, and we typically play good cop, bad cop. You would think it's rehearsed, but it's not, and it works well. But she tells them straight up, this is brain damage, and you've got 1 hour. 1 hour, we want to be out of here and get this deal done. So they're definitely motivated, but at the same time, we want to make sure that, we've gone through every little detail, make sure we've taken advantage of any offers that are out there. And believe me, there's not many. So I agree with my brother Shane in that aspect. Utah, California, pretty much the same. You're right at MSRP. So I'm sitting here and I turn around and I'm looking at the C-arm underneath, and I'm looking at the knuckles and the ball joint, and I get up and I start looking underneath at the front, and I'm like, obviously I didn't do my research that well. It's a Dana 44 axle. And I'm sure Jeep people are like, yeah, duh, you idiot. But remember, I've been out of the Jeep scene. I haven't looked at Jeeps or done anything with them for 20 plus years. So to me, I was like, oh my gosh, Dana 44s front and rear. We don't want to change any of that. I mean, the drag link, the suspension, the trailing arm, all of that looked beefy to me. And I started looking at the window sticker and going down the list. I wouldn't change a thing, because with the Dana 44s, I mean, it's got 32s on there right now. We don't want to change that because we're going to be towing it behind an RV. It would be stupid to put 35s or 37s, and we certainly don't need to go up to 40s and change out the axles to Dana 60s. That's ridiculous for what we're going to do. I've got vehicles that I can beat the crap out of. We definitely don't want to do it to this. I mean, we'll take it off-road, right? Trails, nothing crazy. But this particular model had everything, and I mean everything we wanted. The cold weather package, the infotainment system we wanted. It's got the 8-speed ZF transmission that I absolutely love. In a previous video, I'm sitting in my brother's car test driving it, and I absolutely love that 3.6. This thing was perfect. Like, as it sat was absolutely perfect. It had the 4-pin and the 7-pin tow package. If you hit the on the infotainment on the camera, if you hit that magnifying glass, it actually allows you to see that trailer hitch close up. So this was it. And my wife and I started talking. We pulled away from the table, and we said this is going to be easier to keep clean. This actually matches the RV better, and it's got all the options that we want. I don't need the Fox shocks. This isn't going to Moab. I'm not going to take it on, anything crazy. So let's go look at some of the features. We loved the blacked out grille and the black rims and then the black top. We've seen it with the white top, and I don't think it's as good looking. Would I like to have maybe some Nerf bars, some side steps, something like that? Sure, but and then it did not come with the Line X. We took it and got it Line X'd, and then these are obviously RV steps that we put right over the back to make it easier for us to climb in and out, and the dogs as well. But the outside is perfect. I love how much room we have back here. Sure, it's not a full-size truck. And then of course you've got your 4-pin, your 7-pin, and this can tow 5,000 pounds with an additional 1,250, so 6,250 total payload capacity. And that's perfect because that right there only weighs, that Polaris weighs, I want to say 2,400. And then our Illuma trailer is another 800 pounds. And yeah, it feels like there's nothing back there. This is my absolute favorite part of this vehicle. To get this to convertible mode, it's 4 quick levers and you have the top off. And that's my favorite feature of this. And we've taken it off, I don't know, as many times as we've driven it. Both sides exactly the same. Everything is updated in terms of the dash. You essentially got analog controls and then digital controls for heated seats, heated steering wheel, heated mirrors. Super easy to get this and disengage it for flat tow. And yeah, it's got the cold weather mats. It's got plenty of room in the back. It's got this cool little window that you can open up, take a look back in the cargo bay. Now, in order to get this entire top off, so the back portion, you see the little bolts right there. There's one, there's another one back behind that seat. One other quick thing I wanted to show you before we get into pricing. Tons of storage in the back, and we have used this feature. The glove box locks like most cars, but you could lock up this back seat so that nobody could get back behind it and get anything that you have in there, such as a wallet or tools. That's pretty slick. The only negative, I've got a son that's 6'3.5". When he sits in this front seat, his head hits that crossbar. Other than that, it's plenty roomy, and I love this Gladiator. I really do. Now, let's get down to pricing. So base price on this for a 2022 is $36.85. and all the optional equipment that they put on with this particular package, it comes out to $50,000. So that's all the stuff that I would have wanted anyway, minus all the things I don't need, like the upgraded suspension, the 36-inch tires, things like that I really don't care about. I don't need leather seats. Leather in the hot sun is horrible, and I'm just fine with cloth. Now, we didn't pay that. We actually took advantage of a deal that they had with financing. What this particular dealer had that no other dealer had was essentially cashback offer, like $3,000 off what the sticker price is if you financed through them, which we were fine with because we'll end up paying it off soon anyway. So we took advantage of that. Plus there was some, $50 Amazon gift card. And I actually told the sales guy, said, hey, I need 2 Amazon gift cards.
Look, I ordered coffee, right? Now, we've been here a long time. She's only filled my cup 3 times. I mean, when I order coffee, I want it filled 6 times.
If we're going to get this deal done right now, I need 2. And I see my wife rolling her eyes like, really? You're going to squash this deal over $100? And he went to his manager and he came back. He says, can't do it. 1 gift card per household.
All right, since you pay for the breakfast, I'll put in. But normally I would never do this.
I said, whatever. Let's just finish this and get it done. And here's the truth. My wife is correct. It is brain damage sitting down. Not so much with the salesperson. It's when you go back and deal with the finance person. It's torture. Seriously, it is torture to sit there and have them try and upsell you on silly things that you don't need. The Permatech, whatever. You get additional warranty with your infotainment system, and that's 30 minutes that I'll never get back. And it's insulting to me that they don't think we know how to do math.
Anyone seen this before? The Laffer curve. Anyone know what this says? It says that at this point on the revenue curve, when your price per month is going to be $700, and they say, oh, well, this is, if you take this package and it makes it only $728. Well, if you run the numbers and think quickly, over 60 months, $1,600, $1,700. Oh, why not do this one? It's only $836. Now you're up into the $3,000-$4,000 range. And that's how people get in trouble. So that part was horrible. The sales guy was awesome. He had it all prepped, ready to go. We got, I think, 2 oil changes for free, and then part of the Jeep Wave deal is you have free oil changes up to 36,000 miles or 3 years. I'm sure we'll hit 3 years before we hit 36,000 miles. My wife will put maybe 3,000, 4,000 miles a year on this thing. So that's it in a nutshell. I'm glad we did it. I think we came out on top. There were a few we looked at from private parties. One was a 2021 that was completely decked out. He wanted $54,000 and it had 19,000 miles. No way. We got brand new and I absolutely love this thing. So I'm Eric from Guys Talking Cars. We'll catch you later.